What's up? It's your boy, Will Blink, at the mic again.
Welcome!
Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
To the certified bra moment.
Why is it so weirdly placed?
Why are you so weirdly placed?
Why are you so weird?
Why are you just straight out the gate?
Why do you have your computer in the way?
Put your computer
Because
away.
I'm gonna read something.
Oh gosh.
So put it to the side.
Okay. So I don't want you guys to know what
It's
it
a
is.
bit intruding. Put it. Just set your computer like right there. Because it feels like you're disconnecting from us, Tommy.
I'm sorry. Okay.
You're connecting to the
This is
internet,
a good
but
intro.
disconnecting from the group. And we're concerned for your health.
I'm your
health and
host,
safety.
Tommy Taylor, and then I'm here with my co-host. Neither of you want to talk? Okay. We got Josh Burns
Yeah.
and Christopher May. Straight out
Josh,
the
are you
gate.
writing an essay?
It's for one of my classes.
You're yelling at Tommy for being on.
Yeah, now you're writing an essay.
You're writing
Well, I'm
an
doing something
essay.
productive.
Okay, so yeah, you guys watch anything this? Well, I know you guys watched something this
Yeah.
week.
If you were an animal, you'd be a hippocrypt.
That's real funny.
Wow, yeah, that's great, Chris.
A hippocrypt. That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's the worst thing.
What you watch, Chris?
I watched Doom Patrol, all 6 episodes that are each an hour long.
Did you like them?
Yeah. I mean, in the beginning, like, they wouldn't do anything until, like, the last 20 minutes of the episode. So, but I just kept watching, and it was good.
Yeah, I like Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
It was a struggle to get through at first.
At the first 2 episodes, and then it gets better. It gets better and better.
And then, the
I didn't
7th
like-
one is released tomorrow.
I didn't like the stupid magic guy.
It felt like it was too early to just, like, alright, we got science. Magic!
But it's also like he's like, oh yeah, this is Janis Joplin's
Toothpick. Flaw. No, it was her flaws.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
I need the sriracha.
Yeah. And
And then, like, how the solution to the problem. Let's just go back in time and just narrate that, okay, well, then this will just happen.
yeah.
It's like,
So-
it's like kind of like with Miles Morales, how they just forget that he's super overpowered and then they just, like, when needed, pull it out.
Well, I guess the whole entire thing is the only way they could do that is through the villain himself. So the villain has the power, and the heroes don't. So it's not like the heroes have this power to go back in time, but the villain does. And
Yeah, but he can just do whatever he wants. And
yeah. Did you watch the one where they meet the original Doom Patrol?
yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah, I like that. It's kind of messed up. But yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, if I gave you my password and username and you didn't use it for anything,
Mm-hmm. Well, I said I was going to watch it.
okay. And you watched Young
I just-
Justice?
Yeah, I watched, I'm in the middle of episode 3, season 3. I watched the first 2 last night at midnight.
How about Black Lightning killing a kid?
Yeah.
Do you think he should be
He's a real
rightfully
black man.
shot by cops?
Oh, he's black.
So take that as a yes. On to the next.
What's wrong with you?
A lot of things.
So do we want to review Us, or do you want to get into something that I wrote this week?
I mean, if we're on the topic of reviews, you might as well just do Us.
So Josh and I went to the mall, and we reviewed Us.
Yeah, I went to the
I mean, we
AMC
saw-
Theater in Menlo Park.
What is Us?
Us
By Jordan Peele.
is...
I've seen ads for it.
It's like a horror movie, which is great because you're not gonna go see it, so we can just spoil it.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
It's about doppelgangers that live underneath the United States.
Underground.
Yeah, underneath the United States, and
Like-
everyone has a doppelganger.
Like a sub-United States underneath of it where, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, and they all mirror life up there, but it's all like to a lesser extent. So, they come up and they're like, you know what? We don't want to be controlled by you guys. We're here to kill you, and we're gonna control the top of the United States. So, yeah, it was a good concept, but it was
just kind of weak.
Yeah, kind of. Like
Week like it skipped leg day, or week like it never went to the gym?
like it skipped leg day.
A few times, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have like Jordan Peele does a lot of like analogy and stuff like that, and like symbolism. Like he has, but the one thing he didn't convey well was the hands across America, which was a big.
It was supposed to be like a big theme of the movie itself.
But like you have to really think.
It's
about
just
it.
a lot of like guessing work,
Yeah.
and like it doesn't really like nail things
Yeah.
home to the audience.
And if you want to convey a message, you need to have them also think about it, but also to make your message clear.
Yeah.
And I think he focused more on just think about it. And you're like, what's
What's there to think about?
yeah. It's like
We just saw a bunch of
Just
people just
think
hold hands
about
and murder their doppelgangers.
so it was
So who won in the end?
The doppelgangers.
the doppelgangers won in the whole, but the family that you follow killed their doppelgangers. But there's nowhere else. They can either go to Mexico or Canada, but there's doppelgangers everywhere.
So like the doppelgangers are like taking over the world.
No, just
Or,
America.
Just America.
Yeah,
And like
it's like the American you have to research it to find out what actually happened, because the movie just says there's doppelgangers underground, but like when you research it, it's like the American government made doppelgangers to replace like different people if they get into power and are assassinated and the government needs them or something. And so
do they have like shared memories or something? Or?
they have shared experiences, and when you like they believe that everything is like
So
wait.
how come if like you get shot and assassinated, how come your doppelganger doesn't also get shot and assassinated? If you have shared experiences.
no idea. It's
I
not
don't know.
explained.
It's weird. It's kind of because they show a scene that's at the fairground, and it's at it shows the top where there's actual rides, and it shows the bottom where there's no rides. It's just people spinning around and like acting like they're on a roller coaster. And then
It's
I almost laughed at that.
Just picturing like the count like, oh, let's go to the county fair. Just like a whole bunch of people spinning in a circle.
in a contained room. So yeah. And then it just so happened that the lead girl is so the whole entire twist is that
she's the doppelganger.
the girl that you think is the hero is the doppelganger, and she switched before the movie even started.
Yeah.
Like she switched in the 80s. And then
So then she doesn't have a doppelganger anymore, or did her doppelganger?
Like her her.
So there's
real
the original and
she
the
knocked out
doppelganger.
her original.
So doppelganger knocked out the original.
And then when she was a little girl, brought her down to the underground and switched lives.
Okay, so the
now-
doppelganger switched with the original, so the doppelganger was on top, while the
Yeah.
and
So
and
the
then
doppelganger-
so then the original comes up to like fight them
Yes.
with the
and
doppelgangers, not
she-
knowing that she's the original.
Yeah, she basically opens the eyes to all the other doppelgangers and says, like, yeah, you're in the worst world. We go up if we have the
Rise up
ability
gamers?
to
Yeah.
rise up gamers. And I mean, gamers have fought in more wars than. So I'm not gonna get into that.
Is this movie just a picture version of what would happen in the gamer wars?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
there's
Well, like, I think, like, another problem that I found with the movie, when I sort of looked into it and kind of thought about it, was, like, the characters themselves. Like, they,
Mm-hmm.
like, they have, like, a because it didn't seem like there was like much risk to it, like much risk to the characters themselves. It seemed like, oh yeah, we're just gonna kill our doppelgangers.
Yeah.
Like just 1 minute they're just a normal family, and the next second they're like, oh, my
Cold-blooded
kids are gonna
killers.
kill their
Yeah,
copies.
they automatically like they're like
Like they got like a killer instinct.
Yeah.
already.
yeah like the little girl just enters a house and grabs a golf club and smacks like doppelgangers of her two friends
Yeah.
and like bludgeons them to death. And it's not like they're like, oh, they never go like, oh, maybe I can't kill them, except the mob does with the little kid.
Yeah.
But that's like late towards the end of the movie where she already like killed her friends and they killed like a bunch of people.
All right.
Well, doppelgangers.
I have a question. So in the end, like, does so there's the original and the doppelganger that were switched. So does the doppelganger that switched with the original before the movie started, does she live in the end? Or?
Yes, she kills.
What would be the original?
Yeah, and then she lets out like the doppelgangers, because they live down in the underground. They don't get a lot of oxygen, so they let out like guttural screams. So after she killed the original, she let out like a guttural scream, and it was only her son that heard it. And then like it ends with them driving, and then you see like a flashback, and you realize that it was actually the switch.
Okay, then like,
And
at
then-
the end they showed that it was a switch.
Yeah, and then the son like looks at her and stares at her. And
What?
he's like,
Essentially.
maybe you are the doppelganger. And she just looks at him and she smiles like,
Does he need to go out?
yes,
All right.
I'm gonna take him out. But like,
So Josh, how many Kahoots would you give it?
Out of like 11, maybe like 6 or 7.
Okay.
I give the same thing. It's not as good as Get Out.
Yeah.
But
It's about average of a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's shot pretty well.
It's
It's
shot
pretty
very
cool
well.
to look at.
And it hasn't.
to look at. Made my eyes feel nice.
Here's the thing: it hasn't decreased my excitement for the Twilight Zone, which is gonna be rebooted by him. It hasn't increased it,
Yeah.
so I kind of just let it.
It was
Like-
just another movie.
Yeah,
so.
it was just another movie.
I'm just mad that they're not doing the Twilight Zone in black and white.
Yeah, it's all in color, and it all looks like Black Mirror.
Yeah, it's just like Black Mirror, Amazon Prime, original.
But he always does like political stuff in his horror movies, so I feel like it's gonna be very political. Like they showed that they're rebooting 3,000 feet in the air, or 1,000. Was it 10,000?
Was it like the plane one?
Yeah. So there's one where this guy, it was William Shatner, Captain Kirk from Star Trek. He was in a plane, and it's like this famous one where he sees a gremlin on the wing, and it's like ripping off the wing, and he's trying to get people to look, and they all think he's crazy. And then it ends with him grabbing the air marshal's gun, shooting the window, and him like sticking his head out to shoot it, and they had to land the plane. And then they're like, oh yeah, turned out he was right. There was something on the wing, but he was already like locked up in the crazy house by then. So I don't know if that's how the legal system works, but yeah.
America.
Yeah, they're like, oh, he's already in the crazy house. Oh, well, he was right.
Let's just leave him there.
We locked him in the crazy house 2 minutes ago, and we just landed the plane. But
He was in there before we even landed.
And then they
Power of narration.
they remade it in the 1980s movie. And then
They weren't too good.
it was like a darker ending where they didn't check the wing and the plane crashed and everyone died, but he didn't because he was right. It was like Final Destination, basically. So
Then he goes into the crazy house.
this one is they're rebooting it again. They're redoing this one again, and it's with Adam Scott from Parks and Rec. Ben he plays Ben, like Leslie's husband, and then, but it's more political, and it's not going to be a gremlin. It's going to be he has a premonition, just like Final Destination, that someone's going to blow up the plane, and there's a bunch of people of Arabic descent on the plane.
Nice.
That's the thing. That's his whole entire challenge.
That's gonna be an interesting movie.
Yeah. Well, it's one episode, so they have to jam all that into one episode.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun.
Fun times in politic world.
But it also got me thinking, like doppelgangers. Like when you think of doppelgangers, you don't really think that they're that scary, right? Like if you think, like, oh, clones.
I don't think about this stuff too often.
Well, clones are like more science fiction than anything. But
Well, I mean, they are working on cloning
yeah,
the genetic world.
I mean, they
Does-
clone like sheep.
didn't they?
something like that.
Doesn't like a movie star? No, it's like a singer has cloned Pomeranians.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is with cloning is that if you transfer somebody's DNA into another embryo, the DNA remains the same age as the person. So if they're born, then they'll have like Benjamin Button's disease.
So, oh, come on. But you know what's weird? Do you guys so I used to go to the aquarium a lot, and
Fish
yeah,
So you were a shark boy, not lava girl?
yeah. So, which goes into my thing. If they always used to have like these facts things, almost every single aquarium that I visited had this, where it's like right before the shark exhibit
Like
to
fun
make
facts about it.
to make kids not so scared of sharks. They're like, did you know cows kill more people a year than sharks?
Well, now I'm
Like,
scared
wow.
of cows.
Thanks.
That's my thing. Why are people afraid of sharks and not cows if cows kill more people?
Well, because I feel like it's because like cows or sharks have been like more villainized in like movies and stuff.
Yeah.
And like
But
No
why
one-
did they pick like, you know what, sharks? Because sharks, like a shark.
well, because I know with like Jaws, there was the book that was written about in New Jersey up north. There was like a major shark attack.
Yeah, it
So-
was a bull shark. I remember watching that, like a documentary on that.
And I think it has to do with the ocean itself, because with the ocean, you're kind of like helpless.
Yeah, the ocean
large
is
mysterious.
scary.
Scares a lot of people.
We haven't searched the whole ocean yet, so
That's true.
nobody knows what's out there.
You never searched an entire cow before, so you don't know what he has.
But you can,
Yes, I have not personally.
but you're on land and you can drive away
You're in
or
your
run
natural
away,
habitat.
At least. If
Yeah,
you're on the ocean, you're
but
just
why
on
are
a
you
boat
af-
and you're getting attacked by a shark.
Why are you afraid of? You can sail away. You have like speedboats.
Not unless you're getting followed.
By a shark? You think a shark can follow a speedboat at that?
Well, I mean, I'm talking like.
They're water dynamic.
Well, I mean, a lot of them do swim really fast. Like Mako sharks, I think they go like 60 miles an hour.
What about a Okay, what about like a snake? Why are people afraid of snakes more than?
Because they're poisonous.
Because they're creepy.
It's just instinct.
Yeah, but cows are like a.
How do that jaw move without legs?
And
It slithers. How do cows like lumber around?
they have really quick reflexes, and
Yeah.
you could die within minutes with a few of them.
You can die within minutes by getting skewered on a bull's horn.
Tell me, I'm not that scared of cows. I've never had to be in a position where I had to be
not like they have
fearful
mad
of
cow
cows.
disease.
But
They do have mad cow. Isn't that real?
It was real, but it kind of got eradicated because farmers in like the UK were feeding cows
Ritalin.
no, they're feeding them like the discarded parts of other cows.
you
Like
see,
they're feeding
that's what they
them,
thought
like,
about
yeah,
polio,
brain
but
matter.
then anti-vaxxers.
Yeah, like they were feeding them brain matter, and that's what happens when like an animal eats another animal of the same species. If they eat their brain, then because their brain contains prions that'll attack certain regions of their own brain, so it'll make them go mad. That's like what happens with native tribes in the Amazon when they eat monkey brains.
Oh yeah,
Because
yeah.
it makes them go mad.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Don't I give them AIDS too?
Yeah.
What?
Does that give him AIDS too? No, that seriousness on your face and like shock and harsh. Does that give him AIDS too?
Well, I'm not gonna like act like AIDS isn't a bad thing.
It is.
People with AIDS aren't bad, but AIDS is a bad thing.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's very little AIDS in like the Amazon rainforest.
You don't know that? Were you there?
You ever watch Creature of the Black Lagoon? Now that's AIDS.
You ever watched Bohemian Rhapsody? Freddie Mercury had AIDS.
Oh my god.
Another thing was are we ruling out cows as like actual?
They're not a threat.
I am not fearful of cows. They may kill more than sharks, but I'm more scared of a shark than I am a cow.
Yeah, because at least you're not helpless on land.
What, you're gonna get a stick and fight them?
Yeah.
If
you do
Poke it in
something,
the eyes.
If you're in a field, no sticks, no weapons,
I could
no
outrun a
car.
cow.
You can't outrun a cow.
You don't know me.
probably depends on the cow.
Cows run fast. I've seen it.
Look up how fast a cow runs.
There's running in the bulls. People die every
No,
year.
all right,
running.
are we talking about cows or are we talking about bulls?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Are
I'm
we
sick
all
of you
gonna-
saying this.
Are we all gonna fact check?
How fast do cows run? 25 miles per hour.
I could outrun a cow.
Can you run 25 miles per hour?
How long can a cow run 25 miles per hour for? Can you outrun a cow? I'll look up on Quora.
Can a human run?
See, tell me, I could just turn and the cow can't chase me.
Okay. Yeah, you
It's
can
just
outrun
large,
a cow.
lumbering body.
No. I've seen people who can't outrun bears, and bears can run 25 miles per hour. So I'm pretty sure you can't run that.
Tell me. All right, so think about this. Cows. They're large. They have 4 legs. They're like a bus. Which would win in a race?
I got the information.
A bus
Or
a
a
tiny
bear?
car?
A bear? A bear has.
I'm
beat
not
more
talking
people.
about bears.
Well, they
We're
run the same.
All right,
We're still
all right,
talking
tell me.
about the
It
cars.
said in 2018, cows killed 20 people, but in 2018, also sharks killed 38.
So the aquariums are just lying?
Well, they're probably just going off of like really old data.
Well, you come
Data
to
from the
aquariums to
90s.
learn.
Yeah,
Why-
probably like the data when mad cow disease was rampant.
Why would you come to like? Why would they just blatantly lie to you on the internet?
Yeah, I wonder why. I don't know why, Tommy. You tell me.
Who lies on the internet? Who's mad? Show me this man.
But 28 people have been killed by dogs in 2018.
Really?
Yeah, which I thought it would be more.
You beast.
They probably severely injured like thousands of people, but I think they only killed like 28.
I think if anything was to kill me, I would not want it to be any primates or apes.
Oh, no.
They can. They
I
like.
want to be killed by a lemur.
They go for the face.
Yeah, just like rip your face
They
off.
go
I
right
know.
for the face.
It's like rip any
Immediately.
extremity you have and just rip
Yeah.
it off. That's how they fight each other, too.
If I can reach, I can kill.
Have you ever seen giraffes fight?
Yeah, like hit
You
each
mean
other
the
with their
neck
heads.
fighting?
Yeah, where they
Giraffe.
they like
neck
break
fighting?
their necks. Oh. Have you ever seen the goblin shark?
Oh, those are like ugly.
Have you ever
Oh,
seen it?
man, you ugly, man.
You your daddy sir.
Yo,
This is
dog.
a goblin shark.
Yeah, you want to see this really ugly shark?
Wow, thanks. He showed me a picture of me.
Oh, my God.
Look at this.
See, Josh or someone's vomiting.
So they have these kind of mouths.
It looks
And
like
then
the
when
it
they
looks like the
go
kind
to
of kid. He looks like the kid at the playground that just sits there and screams, "Hey!"
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Oh! Did you guys ever play Endless Ocean?
Nah.
It was like a game for the Wii where you could just.
That's how you know it's gonna be a great game.
You were like a sea diver, and you were a scuba diver, and you just swim to the like throughout the ocean, and you take pictures of fish, and it was one of the best games of all time.
Tell me, can you swim?
What the hell that's pretty racist.
It's not a racist.
That's
No.
very
No.
racist.
It's not trying to be racist. Just answer the question.
Yes, I can swim.
Okay, but you can't ride a bike.
I took swimming class. Strike that from the record.
Yeah, I think
You can swim, but you can't ride a bike.
I can't.
I think we have a greater threat more than cows and sharks. I'm pretty sure it's giant squids.
I think
Giant squids.
They're like 50 feet long.
They're horrifying.
And they're horrifying to look at.
Like when I used to do like this bay thing where I think it was called Bay Guy, and it was he had like this thing where we'd go out into the bay, and then we'd like fish and do that kind of stuff. I always had a fear that like somehow in the bay a giant squid would just wander up and just attack us and pull us down. You know how horrifying that would be?
Oh my god.
It would be like...
Honestly, I'd rather not drown.
Yeah.
Like,
well, just imagine on top of drowning, you have something like this giant tentacle that's crushing your ribs and just pulling you deeper and deeper down. So you're going like down into darkness.
Oh my god.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh my god. Forget giant squids. Look at this thing.
What is it?
It's a giant king crab. It has like barbs at the end
of
it. Tentacles.
I hate this is why I try to avoid the ocean.
yeah. I try to go away from the ocean.
This is why
Have
I
you ever
stay
seen,
on
like,
the shoreline.
The blobfish? Is
the
this the sea special?
What do you call it that?
That
The
really
seafood special.
The really ugly fish.
Yeah, was it the blob?
Yeah.
It's called a spider crab.
The blobfish,
Oh my
they
God.
have like a fat nose. I remember seeing it in
It looks
Men in
so
Black 2.
fake.
I mean, Men in Black 3. And they're like, yeah, the blobfish is actually an alien.
That's a face that only a mother could.
Yeah, look at that.
It looks like a knockoff Kirby.
Oh,
Kirby,
Christ.
but with a nose.
You ugly. You your daddy's son. God, ew.
Is that like a blobfish over a dude's face?
It's like from that show Grimm or whatever.
It's a blobfish Minecraft skin.
Ah, yes.
He looks like a blobfish.
Oh my god.
like me?
Yeah, it does look like you. Look, there's a guy who looks like Chris.
that. It's coming up.
It does look like Chris.
He is.
I don't like that.
You look
Oh
like
my
a
God.
blobfish, Chris.
And
You want to fight, Tommy?
apparently their legs can get 12 feet long.
That's disgusting.
That's two
That's
of
terrifying.
me.
That's terrifying.
That's me standing on top of myself.
Oh
Let's look up more scary ocean fish.
Just look up scary ocean fish into Google and see what comes up.
Scary ocean animals.
Jeez. It's got a whole list.
Have you ever heard of the giant isopod?
No, but
Sounds
that's
terrifying.
I'd rather see a whatchamacallit.
So the giant isopods are like these little cockroach-looking things that
what is
crawl on the bottom of the ocean. But there's a smaller isopod that actually swim through the ocean, and while the fish are like have their mouth open to eat, they like dive right into their mouth, bite off their tongue, and bite into their where the stump is, and they meld with the tongue and become the tongue, and they suck the blood from the fish.
That's nasty.
That's awesome.
It's one of
Oh wait,
the
hold
most
on. What is
disgusting.
this?
Oh, the pelican eel.
That is
The pelican eel, yeah.
looks like somebody like got high and decided let's make cartoon.
Let's make cartoon.
Ocean cartoon.
Anglerfish.
Yeah,
used to-
anglerfish are the ugliest looking
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen in my life.
Have you ever seen a frilled shark? Oh, I hate those. I hate anglers. Frilled shark are.
I hate the ocean.
Yeah, don't go in it or anywhere near Mariana's Trench.
Have you, Fangtooth.
I had
Are-
a teacher that
are creepy.
after seeing Jaws, he wouldn't go in the ocean. like even to this day, and he's like a full grown adult. That, like he worked in like the animation industry, and like now he's a teacher. And like,
So he's never been to the ocean ever since.
he's been to yeah. He like go to the beach, but he refuses to go in the ocean. Like he's got a young son. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm not going in.
I don't know. I've always had like I saw
The scariest fish.
a lobster, and then second one, Red Lobster seafood restaurant. Now that's how you take away the scariness of the lobster.
So he looks up scary ocean animals, and it's got this long list.
And then it's just lobster. It's like Red Lobster restaurant, closest Red Lobster restaurant.
Why do we boil lobsters alive?
Main lobster marketing collaborative.
Lobsters fighting to breed.
Well, lobsters are technically immortal until we kill them, because there's ones that are like 150 years old.
Isn't everything immortal until you kill it?
Well, it doesn't die of natural
of old
causes.
age.
Yeah, it doesn't die of old age.
Have you ever seen a chimera? Not like the.
I'll look up the oldest lobster.
Not like that one.
Yeah, not like that one. Not Percy Jackson, but it's like.
Oh, I've read Percy Jackson. I know a lot about that.
It's like this weird thing. It doesn't look scary. It looks fine.
Nah, that looks ugly.
I mean, it looks. Okay.
That's almost stupid looking.
Look at those lips. It looks like the brother from Ant Farm. Look at these lips.
Yeah. Apparently.
Oh wait, leave it up.
Carl and Jeffrey,
we're calling you out.
We're calling you out. Chimera's stealing your shtick.
Oh my god.
Put them lips away, boy.
Yeah.
Yes, my favorite sea animal from the Harry Potter wiki.
Yeah, this lobster right here is 140 years old.
Oh, that's actually horrifying.
They get bigger as they get older.
Josh, go back.
Do you think lobsters are like the same thing as the same thing as cows, where they're not scary because we're just so used to them?
Well, I mean, they're originally they're usually dulled to the poor, because they're seen as like a dirty crustacean, and then
my
the
favorite
poor
sea animal
made them really good, so then it became like a luxury item.
My favorite sea animal.
Yeah, my favorite sea animal. The little squid things in Harry Potter, and like the Goblet of Fire.
Charizard.
Holy crap!
What?
I didn't know koi fish could live for like 250 years.
Yeah, and they get huge. Have you ever seen how big some of the koi fish are? Whoa, he's stepping up.
Making fun of the guy from Ant Farm.
Yeah, this one lived from 1751 to 1977.
Jeez.
In Japan.
What they feeding that?
What they feeding that boy?
How I get that jump?
I think one of the scariest things is seeing something with an extremely large stomach. Yeah, I'm not an inflation guy.
Making fun of fat people?
No.
Tommy's making fun of fat people.
Like animals. Because look at this.
Now you're calling them animals?
Yeah, I'm calling them animals. Look at this. It swallows fish just whole. It just keeps it there.
You guys know what's a really good investment?
Swallowing fish.
No. Like just invest in koi fish.
Yeah. They'll outlive you.
Yeah, so then when you die, you can just sell them. That's what the one lady from our church, she had a whole bunch of. Get that off the screen.
Look at this. It burst in his stomach. Ew.
They're pretty cool.
What did you Google?
It's
black swallower.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Josh,
I
look
thought
at
you were
this.
gonna say something. Look at this. It actually burst out of his stomach. So their stomachs expand.
Oh my god.
And look at this. It can swallow fish whole.
That makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
Always just sitting down here like, hey, what's going on?
Ones with huge, fish with huge stomachs. That's a black swallower.
And these things are living. These things are coexisting on Earth with you, Chris.
Show that to Josh.
These things are coexisting on Earth with you, Chris.
There it is.
Oh yeah. Now we're talking.
It's a black swallower.
So, yeah, these things coexist. And then you can barely even see them. Because they live so deep in the ocean. Just imagine.
I think we should burn the ocean.
That's it.
I say we let them out.
Poland Obama flood the ocean with oil and
I
burn
mean,
it.
the vampire squid doesn't even look that scary.
I'd rather not see that float next to me.
Yeah, if it was in like a tank, I'd go like, yeah, it's not that scary.
Yeah,
But if it was like floating right next to me, I'd freak out. I stepped on a sea urchin once, and
Oh my god.
this guy, the guy who did Bay Squad or whatever it is, Bay guy, he convinced me that I had poison in my veins, and he like freaked me out, and he's like, I'm calling the hospital, and he's like, it was a joke. I'm like, oh, okay, come on, stop. Here's the sarcastic fringe head. This thing's actually called the sarcastic fringe head. Oh my god! Ew! No!
Put that away!
Ew! Ew! Ugh.
That's its mouth.
This shit's bad.
That's disgusting.
It's gonna like envelop something.
It looks like a predator.
Looks like a
Child predator.
yeah. This is a fun podcast.
You guys want to watch Deepwater Horizons and then mock everybody in it?
Who's deep?
The movie?
Isn't that the one where like the
It's
oil
about
rig
the-
exploded
Yeah,
or something?
it's about Deepwater Horizons oil spill in the Gulf.
I only watch BP.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
You seen that the part in South Park?
Yeah.
I was like, we're sorry.
There's a I also watch. So when Chris left me to do the babysitting alone,
Yeah.
they decided to watch this movie called Pants on Fire that I think we should all do a commentary on because it is one of the most.
Which one is that?
Is the craziest movie I've ever. It has the kid from Mighty Med or whatever it is. I don't know.
Oh, this kid, the kid from Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah, the kid from Good Luck Charlie.
Oh wait, they got that kid in it too.
Yeah, and it has Everybody Hates Chris. Chris's like little brother.
I love that kid because his face is just like I've killed people.
I kill people. It gets so outlandish and so crazy that I can't even explain it. So
They've
we
got
have
like
to-
all former Disney stars.
Those teeth.
That's a face a mother could love.
Have you ever seen the? There's a was it the Chapu Chapu, or something? Chapu?
Bradley Stephen Perry. That's the kid's name.
Is that the?
The main character.
Okay.
And more teeth.
Who's the?
Hey, do you want to hear the Google synopsis of that movie?
The Chapu Chapu's a freaking Zelda fish. I'm thinking of something else. There's like a fish.
Tyrell Jackson Williams. That's the kid.
What's wrong with you?
Look at him. What?
It's a Paku Paku. It goes over. It has this kind of teeth, and it goes up to people swimming, and it BAM! Like right there.
on the man junk.
Yeah.
I think that's what barracudas do too.
I love that song.
It's called the Nutcracker. And it's like, but barracudas have sharp teeth. This has human-like teeth, so it crushes it.
That is you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I can feel the pain. Oh, I love this guy's Wikipedia page because on his personal life, all it has is where he was born. That's how little people care about him.
Really? Who? Wait, which one?
Tyrell Jackson Williams.
Isn't Tyrell Jackson Williams? Are you kidding me?
That kid.
Wait,
The kid from Lab Rats.
doesn't he have like a brother? Because then Everybody Hates Chris.
Relatives.
My god.
This is a kid. It's a kid from Let It Shine. That's his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's from Everyone Hates Chris.
Everyone Hates Chris.
You gotta see the things that wash up in like Russia.
Yeah, because they had Chernobyl.
Look, that's his
Ew.
eye.
Oh my god, ew.
Oh. Oh,
That's disgusting.
I love all the brothers' names in this family because there's the oldest is Tyler James Williams, then you got Tyrell Jackson Williams, then you got Tylen Jacob Williams.
Oh my god, ew. No,
Stop looking at this.
No, look, this one sounds you.
This one's
It like sticks and
Oh, no.
stings. Ugh. No.
get it off of me. What is this? Tommy.
Oh, my screen.
Oh, it's some sea monkeys.
Sea monkeys are just brine shrimp, but like packaged.
Of course.
So we ready to read an article that I wrote? It's called Dad Fight.
And then you got a picture of Kevin Hart.
So I couldn't get, I forgot to get like permission from my dad to get an actual picture of him. So I did a digital recreation of his face and more thing. So I took Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. I almost said Kevin James. I took Kevin Hart and Kanye West and I mushed them together.
So it still just looks like Kevin Hart.
So let me read this. This is for the April Fool's thing of the April Fool's issue of my school newspaper. Since the beginning of time, conflict has been a constant in society, and no other conflict has spanned farther back than the fight between father versus father. On the playgrounds that I frequent most, I have found one common phrase declared most often by children, ranging from 4 to 12-year-olds. And that phrase is, "My dad can beat your dad." Usually I would pay such an outlandish claim no mind. But as a reporter, my curiosity kicked in. I started to wonder how my father would fare against the fathers of my fellow Stockton students. After interviewing and observing my father for several mandated shared custody days that the court assigned him, I can say without a doubt that my father would win against everyone else's fathers. The WWE regulated TLC steel.
What is your dad gonna say about this?
I hope he frames this and puts it out.
My dad could Batista bomb anyone else's dad through the
My
table.
father frequents the gym, but he can never go back to Planet Fitness because every time he enters, the lunk alarm sounds. The lunk alarm is a feature exclusively found in Planet Fitness gyms that notifies staff when gym lunks contaminate the safe place that is Planet Fitness.
When Jim honks.
Maybe I should change that. My father can barely take one step inside without it immediately sounding.
Mine also.
My father also is a very silent man.
You forgot.
Yeah, I know.
Won't you
I
edit
know.
it now?
Okay. My father is also a very, very silent man, which means he is capable of launching a stealth attack if for some reason there's a power outage in said hypothetical fight. My father's opponent will be open to stealth moves that my dad learned from watching Snake Eyes and G.I. Joe when he was a child. My father has also watched and learned from many other fictional fighters like Batman, Dutch from Predator, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. My dad has said before, I've seen Die Hard, so deductive reasoning has led me to believe he knows how to take on several terrorists in a skyscraper, so I think he can fight one other father.
At least one other father.
Okay, I'll put at least.
Because, I think your dad could take on a whole army of
Yeah.
another
Make it
father.
all caps. You really need to emphasize your point.
See,
At least one other father.
These are the things that I want to do for, legit, just write fake news articles.
Given the indisputable facts and evidence, I still believe that my dad can take any other student's dad or dads, because I'm being inclusive, in a death match.
Put that in parentheses. Or dads.
No. In parentheses, put because I'm being inclusive. What do you think this is gonna get published?
Well, it's the I'm being inclusive in a death match. I also believe that it is my job as a good son to challenge other students' fathers on his behalf. I think I'm going to end it with email pictures of your dads to Taylo124 at go.stock
to Clobber Tom
at gmail.com. So I
so I can judge if we're worthy
so
to
I
play
can
one.
determine how fast my father can vanquish his opponents. Thank you and have a good day.
Sayonara.
There you go. Another father.
What is it?
So like mandated.
For his several mandated share custody dates that the court assigned him. You should take a picture, an actual picture of your dad, and put it in the Kevin Hart and Tanya.
I don't have any good profile pictures of my dad. I don't go around taking
Go on his
profile
Facebook.
pictures of my dad. He doesn't allow me to look at that.
Not after the last time.
Not after, no.
Not after I slid into his DMs.
So I'm gonna email this to Stockton later.
Can you email it to me?
Yeah. So do you guys like it?
I think it's good.
Look at that. And I just did a digital recreation of my father courtesy of Morph Thing.
I love the disgust in his face. It's a look of I can beat you.
So I originally wanted, because I got this picture of my dad like at Disney World next to like a girl like a girl in the French part of Epcot. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to have you superimpose me in like farther away and just stretch out my arm until it fully encapsulated the girl too. my hands on both of their shoulders.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to do that?
Disgusting. Do it.
Yeah, sure.
You gotta send me the
put it as one of
pictures.
the
Well, I
thumbnails.
have to send it in today.
Oh,
It
okay.
doesn't. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna send it like that.
Put it as one of the thumbnails.
But yeah, I love this.
Do you want to do a podcast episode where we talk about who our dads could beat in a fight?
I mean, my dad can beat anyone in the fight.
My dad can definitely beat your dad.
He's seen
in
the
a
G.I.
fight.
Joe reboots, so.
My dad's Donovan.
Well, my dad's watched Die Hard, so I'm pretty sure.
My dad graduated on the bicentennial of America.
My dad grew up on the Pleasantville streets.
My dad had a box haircut, so I'm pretty sure he can take you. My dad's black. Turn off the lights. I'll take you out. Yeah.
My dad's a painter.
Turn off the lights. I'll take you out.
My dad's a painter. Turn off the lights. He'll take you out.
Kind of want to work that into just like random. Yeah, my dad's school works for the school district. Turn off the lights. He'll take you out.
You know my dad's black. Turn off the lights. He'll take you out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Look at that. So, yeah.
I saw this. I was watching a TikTok compilation.
Oh,
And
I got something to say about that.
And I saw this one that reminded me of you because I was like, yeah, I'm half black. I can beat you in a fight, but I'm also half white. So you want to go to Starbucks? And that just made me think of how white you are.
Yep.
Okay, whatever.
Well, like, I was talking to Tommy about this one class I have. It's like business of music at Rowan, and for some reason, like, he just brings in like the ingrates. So like, I was telling Tommy that the people in front of me were just like spoiling the entire Us movie, so I just like closed my ears.
So you clapped them.
Yeah, essentially.
Like box their ears.
Yeah.
No one gets to know what it is.
So then the next class, the girl right next to me was literally just filming TikToks the entire class.
Really?
Yeah, she was doing like this stuff like I just saw like the timer go off on it, and she was like pretending to tap on the computer and was like going like this and crap like that, and like just mouthing like these lyrics.
You should have just turned to her and just smacked her phone.
I wish I could have. I mean, like, it got super annoying, and I was trying not to laugh the whole time because like I just saw in the corner of my eye.
What
and just,
class
like,
was that?
How stupid is this person? Like, it was business of music, like during a class. Well, my professor is like lecturing.
You're just trying to learn how to live in the music industry, and she's over there trying to make a career.
Trying to make a career in TikTok.
Being an epic e-girl.
Oh my god.
That's awful.
You know,
Like-
Tommy, I'm not like other girls. Because I'm a man.
It's true. But yeah, well, guys, it's been another podcast.
How long have we been going? Oh, almost an hour.
Yeah, so we're
Perfect.
keeping
Keep it
it
shorter.
short.
I'm
We're
sorry.
trying to keep them short.
Yeah, don't want too much to edit.
Short like how Tommy is.
I'm not that short. I mean, I'm taller than Josh.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
I'll fight.
I mean, essentially, that's what you're doing now.
if you wanna, if you wanna hear more, subscribe and
Just please subscribe.
yeah,
Please.
please watch us some more.
Mom said if I don't hit 20 subscribers by next week, I'm moving out. And I don't have nowhere to go.
Did you bug my house? Okay, well, I've been Tommy Taylor.
What's up? It's your boy, Will Blink, at the mic again.